You know that nagging back pain? Ever feel like it's a completely different experience for you? For so many women, it's not just a simple ache. It's really unique, and it's tied directly to our biology and all the different stages of our lives. So let's get into what's really going on, and maybe more importantly, what we can actually do about it.
So here's what we've got lined up for today. First, we're going to uncover the unique reasons behind back pain in women. Then, we'll get super practical with some key do's and don'ts. We'll even dive into how your diet and homeopathy can play a role, and then we'll wrap it all up into a powerful action plan you can start using right away.
Okay, let's start with just a number. 50 to 70%. Let that sink in for a second. What on earth could that be referring to?
That's right. It's the huge percentage of pregnant women who deal with back pain. And that one statistic, it just perfectly highlights how a woman's body goes through these incredible, unique changes that have a direct impact on the spine. But you know what? Pregnancy is just one chapter of the story.
So let's dive right into that story. In this first part, we're going to unpack the very specific biological and lifestyle factors that play into back pain for women.
The causes are, well, they're all over the map. Of course, you've got the usual suspects, right? Muscle strain, poor posture. But for women, it goes so much deeper. Hormonal shifts, think menstruation, pregnancy, menopause, they can all weaken support for the spine. And then you've got things like osteoarthritis and some very specific gynecological conditions. Okay, this is where it gets really interesting. There's this concept called referred pain, and it explains so much. Things like endometriosis might be causing problems in the pelvic area, but because of all the shared nerve pathways, your brain kind of gets its wires crossed and signals pain in your lower back instead. It's a huge reason why back pain in women really needs its own separate look.
All right, so now that we've got a better handle on the why, let's start building our toolkit for the what to do. This section is your go-to guide for some immediate relief and, just as importantly, long-term prevention.
Let's break this down into some simple do's and don'ts. And trust me, what you don't do is just as crucial. So on the do side, really focus on good posture. Build up that core strength and use heat or cold for that quick relief. And please, if the pain is bad, see a doctor. Now for the don'ts. Avoid just sitting still for too long. Movement is your friend. Absolutely do not ignore pain that just won't go away. And always, always lift with your legs, not your back.
Now let's shift gears to something you might not immediately connect with back pain, and that's what's on your plate. Food can be an incredibly powerful tool. It can either fight the inflammation that's often behind chronic pain, or it can fuel it. Think of this as your anti-inflammatory arsenal. Leafy greens are packed with magnesium that your muscles love. Berries are like little antioxidant superheroes. Healthy fats, from things like nuts and avocados, they fight inflammation all over your body. And spices like turmeric and ginger, they're basically nature's own pain relievers.
And on the flip side, these are the culprits that can basically pour fuel on that inflammatory fire. A lot of sugar, refined carbs like white bread, and all those processed foods can trigger an inflammatory response in your body, and that can potentially make your back pain feel even worse. So moderation is definitely the name of the game here.
If you're going to focus on anything, focus on these big three for your spine. You need calcium and vitamin D for strong bones, you need magnesium for healthy muscles and nerves, and you absolutely need omega-3s to fight inflammation. So think dairy, leafy greens, nuts, and fatty fish like salmon.
And here is a super simple but absolutely vital tip. Drink your water. Seriously, your spinal discs are like these little gel cushions, and they need water to stay plump and do their job. When they get dehydrated, they can't provide that cushioning, and that can lead directly to stiffness and pain.
Okay, beyond diet, there are other paths to explore. One of them is homeopathy. The thing to know about homeopathy is that it's not a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. It's all about finding the very specific remedy for your specific type of pain.
This is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Is your back stiff and achy, but it actually feels better once you get up and start moving around? That might point toward a remedy like Rust toxicodendron. Or is your pain sharp, almost like a stitching feeling, that gets way worse with even the slightest movement? That's a classic sign for something like Bryonia alba. See? It's all about the details of your symptoms. Now, this is a really critical point, and our source material makes a big deal about it. Please don't try to figure this out on your own. It's so important to consult a qualified homeopathic practitioner to find the right remedy for you. Your safety and getting real results totally depend on that professional guidance.
So we've looked at the causes, daily management, diet, even alternative remedies. Now let's pull all of that amazing knowledge together into a simple, powerful action plan. These are the 3 pillars for building a stronger, healthier back.
Here it is, your simple 3-step formula. Number 1, maintain a healthy weight. That's going to reduce so much strain on your spine. Number 2, get moving. Staying active builds those strong supportive muscles. And number 3, be mindful of your posture in everything you do. These 3 habits are honestly your most powerful tools for a healthy back.
So there you have it. You are now officially equipped with a full toolkit to understand and manage your back pain. The power is truly in your hands. So my question for you is this. What's the very first tool you're going to use? What's the first change you're going to make starting today?